at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Is it recording?
Yes, it's recording.
Hello, everyone. Today, on today's podcast, we'll be talking about Genshin Impact, religion, politics, and at most, the war in Ukraine.
And why the word abortion doesn't mean what you think it means.
Exactly. And we're also here with a new guest. Introduce yourself.
My name is Griff. I'm work at the cash register. You might know me from the hit game Brawl Stars. You can refer to me as
Can you bleep all this out? No, just like when he says this, like, hey, my name is Don.
Yeah.
Don.
Yeah, okay.
They put up in big text. This joke was not funny. No,
I was trying to think of like an actual good joke.
we'll be not talking about politics. Well, maybe there is one thing I want to bring up.
I love
But
politics.
today we're going to doing the debate on religion. Is it real?
Is it real?
I think we should start with that because I don't think religion's a real thing. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's like the government like installed it in our brains and but nobody actually like believes it. You know.
Before we continue with this fruitful conversation, this is Joey. Not the Joey you guys know. This is Joey 2.
I'm Joey too.
It just depends on who I'm with. Who gets to be Joey 1. So I guess right now you're Joey 1 because you're in the scene. You know.
Yeah, but if the other one's here, then you get demoted to the second one.
Yeah.
Or it could be Joy 0.5 and Joy 0.5.
So like
We're like half of each other. They combine into one mega Joey.
Yeah.
You're like the new update, but you have all the bugs have been fixed. You know.
I would say that there's more bugs. So I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's more bugs.
He is a bug catcher, if you know what I mean.
What? No, that's horrible. The first thing you said to me when we met was like, Alex, I think we can be friends, but just know I'm a huge bug catcher, and I think you should just accept that.
Yeah, this is a true story, by the way. I love catching bugs.
You wrote that on all your essays when you were applying for college.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they asked me about like my greatest accomplishment, and I went on for like 40 pages
About how you love getting AIDS and chlamydia.
No, but the funny thing is,
my favorite one is syphilis.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to think about it. He's
the
like,
Cupid's disease.
Yeah.
No. What's funny is like what happened probably is when you were like applying to colleges and you had to write essays. Someone in like the science department at one of the universities thought you meant like actual bugs, like insects, and you're like, wow. He was like, wow, this guy's amazing. He has such a passion for science, and so that's how you got in.
Yeah, and I mean, it's actually a little known fact, but all names of bugs are actually the same as the names of STDs.
Exactly.
So
it was so sad when you had your little dream journal, little notebook of all the bugs you catched, and then you got swept away in the Great Flood.
The Great Flood. Can we talk about that?
We could talk about the Great
this
Flood.
is like a historical event.
Yeah.
Okay, so audience, for context, me, Sam, Joey, recently we were playing pool, and there was only one pool table at this game room we were at. And these other people came in. They're like, hey, can we use the pool table? And we're like, yeah, sure. We're almost done with this game. And one of their friends walked in, and she's like, oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I thought that there was another pool table. And then I looked one of the guys dead in the eye, and I was like, oh, well, that one got swept away in the Great Flood. And he looked at me, and he's like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, wow. And he just went back onto his phone. And it took all the strength in the world to keep me from breaking.
I had to look away. I was like,
He just accepted that like this biblical event had happened, like the Great
Flood.
Flood, but it only affected one table.
one pool table.
Well, I mean, there were no survivors of the Great Flood, so who even knows of the devastation it caused on this campus?
I'm the only witness.
You're the only witness.
You read the scripture. It was you found a bunch of like the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah, the Great Flood of a mountainous region.
Yeah.
No, but I looked at you and you like turned away, and then I looked at you and you just kind of like looked into the corner and started smiling, and I was like, oh, I did good. But that was fun. That was fun because that's like a testament to the fact that lying harmless lies can be a little funny
Yeah,
sometimes.
doing a little bit of trolling.
A little bit of trolling.
But I think it also like really shows that if you are like confident about what you say, like people will just believe it.
Yeah.
He just didn't even question. Oh yeah, the Great Flood. Like, what does that even mean? No, he just accepted it.
Swept away. The fact that he got swept away.
Swept away. He's probably like thinking back, like, man, did I miss the Great Flood? Was this like a biblical event that I just missed? And like,
It was like, what was the movie? Alvin Almighty?
Evan Almighty.
Was it Evan?
I'm pretty sure it's called Evan Almighty.
Alvin Almighty was the sequel with the Chipmunks.
No, I swear to God, it's Alvin Almighty.
It's Evan Almighty.
It's Evan?
No.
It's Evan Almighty.
He's right. There was a sequel with Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Fuck off. I have seen the first one and
Yeah, it's Evan Almighty.
I've seen the sequel with the
2007 comedy
Chipettes.
Family. An hour.
I remember watching that. Was a childhood movie.
What? Which one? Which movie?
Evan
Well,
Almighty.
you know it's good
Or
because-
Evan Almighty.
Evan Almighty.
Yes, where he builds the ark.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
You know it's good because that's 24% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What? That movie was.
That's a lie.
That
That's
movie
false.
was.
No, that's
epic.
true. That's
That's
true.
horrible,
It had
dude.
Morgan Freeman as God.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
What? How
See?
can a movie with Morgan Freeman in it be rated so poorly?
Why was it so bad?
24%, 5.4 on IMDb, but 73% of Google users like this movie.
People don't understand
What,
that
like,
Steve Carell is a comedic genius.
Heretics. Like,
Steve Carell is a comedic genius. I like when
He
he's
is.
Gru in Despicable Me.
yeah.
It's my favorite film, by the way. I love the Minions.
I like it when people call comedies films.
Are you insinuating that comedy is not a work of art?
No. See, the thing, a comedy can be a film, but like when I think when like a movie reaches like almost like memedom, it stops being a film and it's more of like a cultural phenomena, Like I could understand calling like Nemo a film, because it has a lot of acclaim and everything. But when you say Despicable Me is a film, it's like I'm not trying to be like, I'm so fancy with my film rhetoric or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like. I just think because I think it's been ruined for me because like Despicable Me was a good movie.
Yeah.
Like objectively, it was a good movie. But because of how like the media has like marketed
How the
Despicable
Minions
Me,
have become a worldwide tumor.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like every single
Yellow
like
tumor.
Facebook mom post has like Minions in the background or the equivalent of what Minions are supposed to look like they're like off-brand Minions and everything, and like how like those like little stores at like mall, like those little like huts inside malls that have like a bunch of like
Yeah.
stuffed animals.
Like the big Among Us.
The Among Us Poppet.
Yeah, big Among Us
We
Poppet.
were looking for the Among Us Poppet, by the way, but we didn't find it.
What?
It's gone.
Dang.
At the mall we go to, there's a kiosk that sells all those like shitty
sells,
like
like-
Huggy Wuggy toys, and there's this big ass Among Us Poppet. I wanted to buy it, but it was like $15 for a medium sized Among Us Poppet.
But-
I'm
but
like,
there
I'm not
was,
spending
like-
that money.
There was like this Korean Among Us game. They were telling me to buy it, but it was like $15.
What was it?
I took a picture of it.
But my point is like because it's so mass. It's because it's so mass advertised all the time, and it's like a get rich quick, product essentially now. Like anything relating to that movie and the franchise and everything, it's kind of just like I've been desensitized to the movie, and I no longer think of it as an actual film. It's just like a a product now.
I guess I could see the same
Well-
thing with like the Avengers.
The Avengers.
I feel like it has like a similar effect on that.
That's true.
Yeah, like the Avengers, the first film, is my favorite Marvel movie
Yeah.
of all time, because I don't know, I've seen it so many times and like it still stands up today. Like it's so well written, but I understand because it's Marvel and it's like there's like 30 Funko Pops of
Yeah. I mean, I thought Endgame or Infinity War and Avengers were a little like, I don't want to sound on my high horse, but it's like, it's not really, I don't think you could really be like, this is a film.
I think, I don't know. That's when you say, "Oh, it's a movie." I guess. Like, what's the line between film and movie? Do you think? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking about, the whole time. Like, you guys are saying, like, comedy, it's not a film. But, like, I'm just thinking, like, as you know, Shakespeare, famously said... Shakespeare famously said in the Bible that the only two things in life are tragedy and comedy. So
What are you saying?
I don't know. No, okay. Shakespeare, famous thing
What?
Just spit it out. It's not.
in the Bible said that the only two things in life are the tragedy and the comedy. So I just think like Shakespeare is such like a valued figure in history that like
It's like we're stretching
he's
for
saying
time that we.
he's saying
we, like,
he's saying
filler.
he's saying
This means nothing.
no, this means a lot.
Cut
If
this- bleep this out again.
If Shakespeare, who
is
he's the father. He's the father.
Shut
He's the father of stories.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And he said that the only two things that matter in life are tragedy and comedy.
Okay. So what's
So-
your point?
So I'm saying, he's the father of stories. So so that means that like Despicable Me is a film.
This
Like
might
it's
officially be
comedy.
the worst podcast.
Okay.
This might be officially the worst podcast.
No, I think this is the best. Okay, I get what you're saying now. I just feel like I don't know. You went from like this like deep historical exposition to like, yeah, Despicable Me is a film.
Well, no, that
Yeah, so the Bible and Shakespeare basically.
Well, in Leviticus,
No,
in Leviticus
that's what I'm
4,
saying.
487 said, "The Gru will rise, and the minions will fall."
no. What I'm saying is that Shakespeare, he's a biblical figure, as everyone knows.
Yeah.
And he said that the tragedy and the comedy are the only two things in life.
Okay.
Right? There's nothing else that
Okay.
matters. It's just the tragedy and the comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that logic,
It's like the Joker.
Despicable Me is a film, but The Avengers is not because it's not a comedy or a tragedy.
But what about when Thanos, or when like Captain America
That was
was like,
pretty-
"He's behind me, isn't he?"
That's a pretty tragic moment.
Wait, who said
I don't
that?
know. I said random
I
kid.
think it's Kevin Durant.
In the Avengers
When
film.
LeBron
Yeah.
said, "Watch me hit the." No, but going back to like film in a movie, I feel like it's like why you want to make it.
Okay.
Because it's like the walrus, not the
The
oh my
walrus.
God,
The walrus.
the
Second
whale,
time you
the
called
whale,
it the walrus.
fucking whale. I mean, even like the walrus probably because fucking who made it? Kevin? Is it Kevin?
Kevin
Kevin
Durant.
Spacey?
No, fuck off. He wears the big hockey jersey. Who made the walrus?
I haven't seen the Walrus. I don't know what that is.
Kevin James. No, is it Kevin
Oh,
James?
Kevin James from Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Okay, no, I don't remember. I don't remember his name.
No, I know
He's
who
in
you're
the film
talking about.
Clerks. You know Clerks?
No, I haven't
No,
seen that.
isn't he from Paul Blart Mall Cop?
He isn't.
Kevin
Kevin
James?
James is from Grown Ups.
Wait, no, isn't Kevin James the guy who wears like a jersey and he's like in the comic books?
It's not Kevin
No,
James.
he is. He is from Paul Blart Mall
Yes,
Cop. He
but
is
he's not
Paul Blart
from the
Mall Cop.
fucking. He's not the walrus.
He is.
He's
Paul
not from
Blart,
the walrus.
Who is the
though.
mall cop?
So
he's-
who is the Walrus? Is that a film or a movie?
There's a film
Okay,
called
I'm
The
looking it
Walrus.
up.
Okay.
It's
That's okay. The Walrus moved Tusk.
Tusk. Oh my god.
Kevin Long.
But it was made by
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Who is-
Tusk,
So continue.
Tusk and okay. I feel like The Whale was made like with heart and intent. Like
Yeah.
it was a film that wanted to be made to be made.
Yeah.
I don't really think like a big like profit incentive was it. Marvel movies were, well, yeah, I guess the Marvels feel like they're more made just to make profit.
I mean, especially now, like it's kind of almost
feel like
impossible
Endgame
not
felt
to
like that.
feel that way. What'd you say?
I felt like Endgame felt like that. Like it was just kind of a slog for like the first hour and a half.
I disagree just because when I saw it in theaters, like I don't often get chills when I'm watching movies. It has to be like something crazy to happen for something crazy has to happen for me to get chills while I'm watching a movie. But when I was watching that movie at certain beats, I was like, oh my gosh, this feels like an historic moment. It's just because like I'm a comic book fan.
Yeah. I just felt like to me it was like it was just the end. There wasn't really any other part.
And I feel like
that
a
was,
film
that
like
for me.
I feel like a film kind of has to be like timeless. I feel like you like
Okay.
like after the Avengers. Oh, there's another guy. I wanted to wave at him. But like, I don't think the Avengers is gonna like hold up because it's like I feel like the big hype for it was the hype, like everything leading up to that. Like I feel like in like 30 years, no one's gonna like go
no one's
back
gonna
and
look at it
like
the same.
yeah, where like there's still film from like the 50s and stuff that you can rewatch and get the same effect.
Yeah. So like
That's true.
like Marvel movies are movies, but like I don't know, Porco Rosso is a film. You ever heard of Porco Rosso?
I don't think so.
You ever heard of Porco? You ever heard of Studio Ghibli?
Yeah.
It's a movie about.
Oh, is it the pig that flies the airplane?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen.
He's a bounty hunter, around like World War One. He like he's like he used to be a part of the Italian Air Force. Basically, it's a good movie. I highly recommend it. English dub has like A-list act. All Studio Ghibli English dubs have A-list
Studio Ghibli
actors.
is
It was
always like
weird
high quality.
when I watched. Was it My Neighbor
Totoro.
Totoro? It has. Is that the one that has Liam Neeson in it? Oh no, that's
That's a
Castle in the
no.
Sky.
maybe, but you're thinking of what's that movie
No,
called?
it is
The one with the fish.
House Flying Castle.
Oh, Liam Neeson's in that.
I'm almost yeah.
Liam Neeson's in House Flying Castle. I didn't watch English dub.
No, because
No, I think he's in Ponyo.
Yeah,
It is
right.
Ponyo.
You're
I'm
right.
fucking wrong.
Liam Neeson voices
the dad in
the dad in
Ponyo. Oh
Ponyo.
my god, yeah.
No, but in Porco Rosso, the main guy, Porco Rosso, is voiced by Michael Keaton. He does a phenomenal job.
I forget because watching
also
Ponyo
Toad.
like it is all just A-list voice actors and it's weird because it's like something you wouldn't expect for the English dub.
But it makes it even better. Like
Yeah.
it's great.
Because
and
they always go high quality in their stuff.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I think it's important when you have a movie when you have like different audiences for movies, you need to make sure that like the dub or this like if it's going to be dubbed, that it is done well and like the meaning behind like the acting and the emotions that are supposed to be expressed, make sure they translate. Because if you have like piss poor voice acting in like a different country's dub for your film that you want to connect to all audiences.
Ghost stories. Ghost stories.
Ghost stories?
Have you ever seen? I was about to bring that up. You ever seen Ghost Stories?
No.
It's okay. It's one of the only animes where the dub is better than the sub.
But not for the reason you would think.
Not for the reason you think. So basically, what I remembered was they brought when Ghost Stories was brought to be made for the dub. They were like, this shit sold poorly in Japan. Do whatever you want. Just keep the characters' names like the same. So it's a comedy.
They just made up their own story pretty much.
They basically made up they just shitpost. Like one character's like a born again Christian. One like the younger brother they just make fun of the whole time and you just be like
I feel like this sounds so familiar.
You've probably seen
a clip.
where it's like, I don't love you because you're a rabbit. I love you because you're I don't love you because you're a rabbit. I don't love you because you're black.
It's something like that.
It's something like that. Have you ever seen that?
No, but I feel like I remember watching like a clip of an anime where some character's talking and the guy is like, whoa, 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 like making noises or whatever.
Probably.
The rabbit, where they're talking about the rabbit and he's like, touch me.
Yeah.
Touch me harder.
No, the mom is like a lesbian. The mom is but the mom's dead. The show is
Basically,
awesome.
like the original show just sucked. So they just made their own
They
story.
did whatever they want.
That's an interesting premise though. Like imagine you write a script for a show and then when someone dubs over it, they completely change the plot and use the same information.
the plot.
Well, the plot was like similar.
Shit. No, they said that they could change the plot.
Oh, I thought that was a call.
This was just an alarm. I have to do an assignment tonight. For actually my film class. So I'm a real big film buff. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I watch films, not movies.
I watch films. I watch I watch
Space Jam.
Wes Anderson films.
Wes Anderson
Space
And
films
jerk
are pretty
off.
epic.
I mean, they are good.
You jerk off to Wes Anderson films?
No, actually,
Mr. Fox.
who's the awesome guy that loves feet? Who loves feet?
Dream?
No, who's the director that loves feet? Who wrote?
Tarantino.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's why I jerk off to
Dream.
Tarantino.
Did you,
He's the director that likes feet. Dream.
He's the director that made Epic Manhunt real in real life.
and then also
Mr.
groomed
Beast.
children.
Yeah, and he loves to touch little babies. Sorry, cut that out.
Are we talking
Cut
about
that
Dream
out.
or Tarantino?
Dream.
Both. No, I'm sorry. Quentin Tarantino is awesome because he loves feet.
But
And he,
Dream,
and he makes
Dream-
good movies.
but he's not a pedophile like Dream. That's like
He likes to find a way to hard R in his films.
He does. I was watching.
For the narrative.
What was the World War II movie he made?
Oh,
World War Z.
Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards.
I watched that on the plane.
World War Z.
Oh, hold on. World War Z is a film that I don't think anyone saw,
I did not see it.
and
No.
I only know the trailer. And bring back World War Z
And
for a sequel.
2012.
I saw half of that movie, and then I was at like a friend's house. We were watching it. Like, my friend's like, "Hey, you want to watch World War Z?" And I was like, "Sure." And we watched half of it, and then I had to leave. I just never finished.
What was the plot? What happens?
Isn't it just zombies?
So like, it's zombies, but they're like, there's like no defending against them. They're just unreasonably powerful, and they just run at you. And it's like, at first, it's like pretty interesting film, and then it just gets like ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. Depending on someone's perspective, it might be really cool, but I just thought it was really silly.
It's just the same thing.
This like special forces guy, he's like the main protagonist, and he's like, he's trying to retire or whatever, and then he's brought back in to defeat the zombie army, and so he goes to Israel for some reason, and of course there's like a giant wall around the city.
That's where then they climb.
They climb over it, and they make like a giant ladder,
Yeah.
and like they're like falling over each other. And I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Like, personally, I mean, I know this is a movie, I know it's fictional, but it's like, okay, these are zombies, they're not. Their only instinct is to like eat brains, right? I guess. Like, how do they have like the coordination to like go? Okay, we need to stack up.
I guess it's an interesting premise of like that they're smart, but I don't know if that's.
Is it like
What's
a hard
happening?
one?
They're just,
a
like,
really, you know, what's a really good zombie
powerful.
movie? Make me look more like a film asshole. Shaun of the Dead. Have you seen Shaun of the Dead?
No, but I've seen movies directed by the same director.
There was this
it's-
really.
You know, I'm pretty sure they all take place in the same universe. Because he made Hot Fuzz, right? Is it Hot Fuzz?
Yeah.
Because
There
it's
was
the same
this
characters.
really weird anime that my friends we watched a couple episodes of. It's called like School Life, and it's like all these like it just looks like this like
is it the
generic.
one where everyone turned like it's a zombie apocalypse,
Yeah,
right? I remember
they're
saying-
like they like are living in the school, and then like the one girl thinks like the world's normal, and like she's like schizophrenic or something. Like she thinks like everything's normal, and then all the other girls know that's like a zombie apocalypse, and they're like stuck in the school. And they have to,
I know-
it's so
What's the
bizarre.
name of this
It's called
anime?
School Life. It's
Oh,
like
I watched a
this looks like
different
some
video.
generic like, you know, it's all the like high school girls doing their thing, and then it's like a twist that it's like a zombie apocalypse. It's kind of interesting, but I don't know where they could go.
show
with it.
their
They didn't finish it.
breastises with their
But
big
it was like
booby guns.
No, what do you know if this like shows like on a streaming service or anything?
I don't know. I
Like,
I
how did
watched
you
it
watch it?
legally.
How did you watch it?
I just watched it on like the anime streaming websites, not like an actual.
He pirated it. Arrest this man, FBI.
I mean, a lot of people on
Yeah, I mean,
that are
it's-
part of the FBI watch my podcast.
Yeah,
You're a Fed.
But-
He's a
no, it's-
federal agent.
it was kind of
Fine.
interesting for the couple episodes I watched. I just didn't really know where they could go with it. I don't know if it's just like gonna be like they keep living life and the zombies are there, like they're gonna fix it, or I don't know.
Now what's better, School Life or Alvin Almighty?
Personally, I prefer 2012 still.
2012.
By the way, the world ended 11 years ago.
That was
Don't
that
let the
was
government
a film.
convince you
2012
otherwise.
was a film, right?
That's the joke. That's why I always say the world runs in 2012, because that was the whole point of the film. It was that the world was supposed to end in 2012,
Aztec,
like the Aztec calendar.
People
yeah.
were actually
remember
like,
day-
legitimately afraid.
I
remember that.
As a child, I was a little afraid.
I didn't even know that was a thing, and so when I saw like that movie was coming out, I didn't know what the plot was, and so I was never actually
Well,
afraid.
I always thought
I was on the
2012
internet a
and
little
Day
bit too
After
much.
Tomorrow was the same film.
I was on the internet a little bit too much as a youngin. I was a little bit too much into the sports statistics. That one.
He's too big into This Is Sparta remix.
That's a pretty epic meme though.
His epic meme.
So I found out recently. You guys ever heard of that like whole idea that like listening to Mozart makes your like kids smart,
Yeah.
or like if you're pregnant, like
Listen,
playing Mozart
classical
around your
music.
pregnant baby, your pregnant baby while you're pregnant with a baby playing Mozart, like it's supposed to make your baby smart. That's just kind of like just not true.
Yeah,
That's
that
just
doesn't
not
make
like-
any sense.
It's
to
like
me.
those. Have you seen those like baby sensory videos? There's like a famous one.
Coco Melon.
No, they're older.
Johnny, yes, Papa.
No, they're like shit that you have to actually like buy on a DVD. They're for like infants to
Yeah,
watch.
I know what you're talking about though.
And it's just like shit that happens.
I saw an epic Germa VOD of him just watching baby censored videos for like an hour and a half.
But it was just, it wasn't those. It was like it was so surreal. Like
Teletubbies?
no, even surreal. It's just like
Booba. Have you ever heard of that?
I know what Booba is, but it was actually kind of like Booba, but it was like toys and like shapes and shit flying around. No.
No.
Sorry, that was so dumb. I'm sorry.
It's an actual show.
Finally, oh, sorry if that segue with Booba. Tucker Carlson, Nancy Pelosi's boobs. Yes. I've been meaning to talk about this. My favorite clip is there's only one clip I could find, but it's like Tucker Carlson, famous Fox News talk show man. Extraordinaire. He's like, in other words, Nancy Pelosi. He's like, eyes pop out of his head. He's like, boom. It's just like Nancy
Jaw
Pelosi in a
drops, tongue
bikini
rolls
with her
out.
big, voluptuous breastises out. And he's like,
You could say
it's like, try not to think about this tonight. Try to go to sleep.
You won't be able to go to sleep without this picture.
You
Yeah.
won't be able to eat your lunch after seeing this picture.
And it's just like Nancy Pelosi's boobs. And I'm like, why would you bring that up?
And then the clip we saw, like, go off, Nancy, show them things off.
Oh yeah, no, the video, it's so weird. So it starts off with going like, some person like, Tucker Carlson was blown back by Nancy Pelosi's boobs. This is what he had to say, and like it shows the clip. That after it's like
It's just some like old lady.
it's like some old lady, and it's like,
go off, Nancy.
go
show
off,
them
Nancy.
things off.
That video is so weird, and that's the only clip. So every time I try to show it to someone, it's that same clip.
I just think it's so funny how like immature
I
he
know.
is on national
I
television.
mean, that's an old clip, but you know what's a new clip?
What?
The woke Eminem. M&Ms are officially woke.
I look at that.
He's
picture-
trying to cancel Eminem.
No, that's true. That
Tucker
was a classic.
Tucker Carlson wants to cancel the M&Ms because he's like he finds them attractive.
Can't
He doesn't
jerk
want-
off to them anymore.
He doesn't want anybody to know.
No, but they added the boots back to the green one, so now she's fuckable. Isn't that true?
What does that even mean? If you add the boots, it means
The green one. The reason why,
What's the difference?
yeah, they took off the boots, so now you can't fuck the green M&M. What?
What a
Why you
sentence.
That's why there's a big uproar. That's
Imagine-
they're
imagine-
desexualizing
imagine-
the M&M, so you can have sex with
saying
them.
that sentence to a medieval child in the year 1473.
or in the year 2012.
They're like, no, they made the M&Ms like sexy.
No, the
He
M&Ms
does a
aren't-
FNAF jump scare.
They put their hands in the air fanatically and they run around
Tucker
screaming bloody
Carlson's like,
murder.
that's not true. They wouldn't desexualize the M&Ms.
Tucker
What am I going to
Carlson
jerk
had
off
to-
Donald
to?
Trump comes up. She just died.
She just died. That's one of the greatest.
You never see. Okay, I will
Okay.
play that right now.
Yeah, put it on screen for
Donald
the audience.
Trump.
The Donald Trump finding out that Nancy.
Finding out that
not
Ruth
Nancy,
Bader
Ruth
Ginsburg
Bader
died.
Ginsburg died is one of the
Donald
fucking
Trump.
is one of the greatest videos known to man. It is poetic. She just died.
Hold the mic up to it.
She just died? Wow.
Wow. Blue Jean baby.
That I
I just heard that.
She
She lived an amazing life. She's an amazing woman.
What else can you say? She was an amazing woman. Whether you agreed or not, she was an amazing woman who led
An amazing life.
I'm actually sad to hear that. I am sad to hear that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Exit stage left.
The Elton John music is a nice touch.
Yeah, that's
The
actually that was playing. That's not edited.
No,
was
that was
playing
that
while
was
he
just
was-
playing. No, the greatest
just
part
died?
is
I love this video because
the comments are one of the
I'm just
greatest.
gonna read some of the comments. One of the most cinematically perfect, funniest moments of all time. A video that will go down in history. I cannot believe I lived through this time. It's like God himself scripted this like a movie scene. The stage, the song, the tarmac, the suit, the reaction, the plane, the salute, the stairs, and then action stage left. Incredible. This is the genuine, unscripted, unprepared reaction of the president. Can't argue with that.
She just
I
died.
love how he's like Actually, I'm pretty saddened about that. Like he had to
That
clarify.
That wow was ridiculously sincere.
Wow.
You could tell he had no
Wow.
idea, and this was all genuine from him.
Wow.
She just died.
She
Okay, but this
just
is good, this is
died.
good. One of the most unintentionally hilarious things of all time. I thought someone added that music in the background.
Blue jean baby.
No, Elton John was actually there. He was doing a concert
Yeah,
at
he's
the
going.
Tarmac.
And then you say
the Elton
she
John
just
concert.
died.
He was
Am I
like,
the only one who can't stop watching this?
no. See, Elton John. He was like, because you know that how he like every 5 days he's like, I'm not gonna tour again. I'm done. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
And he like tours again.
And there's a Roblox. Have you seen that? Not to cut
In
you off
life, you
again.
have Roblox.
There's like him singing. What was the song? He was singing some song, and then a
He's
bunch
like,
of like Roblox
Anyone
characters.
but a champion.
Okay, no, he was performing live,
Okay.
and then there's like usually like a big screen to have like a visual above him.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of Roblox characters.
That is that real?
Yes,
Was he promoting Roblox?
I have never heard of this.
Was he
actually?
was he
you're
pro-
fucking no. You
I showed it to you.
Was Elton John promoting Robux?
I don't know.
All I know is
If so,
well,
that's
it wasn't
really
a Roblox
disappointing.
concert because I know there was only the Lil Nas X Roblox.
No, it wasn't
which I didn't
in
get to go to,
Roblox.
unfortunately.
It wasn't in Roblox.
No,
It
but
was.
I just like the idea of him
I need
like
to do more like.
playing piano, like
And then the
right next to
Roblox.
Trump while he's like, "Wow, she just died." Dun,
And then
dun, dun.
Roblox characters above
Oh
him.
my! Can I not
while
find
he's-
it?
with Trump.
It's not in fucking Roblox.
They need
Oh my
to.
god!
They need to do
Wait,
more like video game concerts.
I think he was in
When
Roblox.
they had the epic Travis Scott Fortnite concert.
No,
we got a party of
there's
16 people.
There's a clip where it's he's singing the one song about fucking love, and right
Oh,
above,
so like every song he's
Yeah, I was
ever
gonna say
written?
which one.
it's the one. Okay, it's the one that they sing in Stuart Little. No, not Stuart Little. Not Stuart Little. What's the one with the sky when the sky's falling?
Stuart Little.
No,
Chicken Little.
Chicken Little.
Oh.
Chicken Little.
And the
It's
Bare
a
Naked
song-
Ladies.
No, it's a song they sing in fucking Chicken.
Don't go breaking my
Yes!
heart.
Yes!
Oh.
Oh my god, I hate how that's the only. I like how you knew that.
Chicken Little is a good.
Every time I think of Chicken Little, I always think
Chicken
of,
Little is a film.
Yeah.
I always think of the Bare Naked Ladies song and Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
One little
Yeah.
slip.
Exactly. And
It's mine. Sorry.
yeah, no, that's the song that plays in that.
You
can't
got some
fucking find
chips. Water if you have some.
And then there's one other song.
Shivers chip. Sorry. Shivers chip.
I think we should talk about Chicken Little.
Okay.
What do you guys think about Chicken Little?
I haven't watched it
Surrealistic.
So long.
I used to watch Chicken Little all the fucking time.
But yeah, I used to as well, but I haven't watched it forever. Personally, I really like the part where, wasn't the dad Jack Black?
Was it?
I don't know. I feel like it was Jack Black, but I just
no,
like
I
the
don't
part
think
where he
so.
came in and then he
was
did
some
his
famous
epic
actor.
Bowser voice. You know, he's giving us a preview for the Mario movie.
Okay. Thank
Oh
you for
yeah,
lying.
I love that part.
Thank you for lying.
What do you mean?
I like it when he has the
you for
sunglasses
What do you
on.
mean?
He
You
said,
don't remember that part?
Zach
said-
Because they
Braff
had-
is Chicken Little. You know this guy? He does all the.
"Yeah, he was in Scrubs, right?"
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Fortnite.
the Fortnite emote.
That's a
That
Fortnite
is the
emote.
Fortnite default dance. Is from Scrubs.
That is true.
no, but
I have the song that plays behind that in my car.
Yeah, Poison.
Yep.
no, Chicken Little. Did you guys like that film?
It was
I mean,
fantastic.
Honestly, it was not bad. Like,
I really
would
liked it.
probably hold up.
I
Okay
do.
as like
it has.
being older.
It has a very weird vibe to it. Watching it.
The animation is weird.
Yeah.
I think
It has that like Shrek syndrome of where they were trying to make every animation look like realistic.
Yeah.
Because like Shrek and like to an extent the other like the first Puss in Boots movie, they like trying to make them all look super realistic. And like
yeah.
a lot of the animation at that time was like that. And now
all the human characters in Puss in Boots look like a little disgusting.
yeah, they're like it's like unnerving. It's uncanny.
it's
Valley.
uncanny.
Just like I feel like the sound design in
Mr.
the film,
Incredible.
just like the way everything looks, the lighting. I feel like because the lighting was very weird.
That's true.
I think it's funny how, like, it's a film about, like, fairy tale characters, or like, no, what's it called?
Puss in Boots, or
No, Chicken Little. Not fairy tale.
it's like barn animals.
It's yeah.
No, but
back
but
in the
each
barnyard,
character has
back to the barnyard.
all the characters are somewhat. They're a reference to some sort of like rhyme or story.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Chicken Little's best friend is the ugly duckling,
Ugly duckling.
and their friend Runt is the runt of the litter. I think his last name is of the litter.
That's the pig, right?
Yeah, the
But he's
pig.
fat.
Animal Farm.
He's the bag.
Yeah, that movie is about communism, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Because the aliens come down.
It's just like Chicken Little.
The aliens come down, Chicken Little. They seize the means of production.
Exactly.
I like how we have one concurrent thought that just completely changed.
No, no, Chicken Little is good. I watched that movie a lot when I was little because it was recorded on my DVR, and so that was like the one movie like I just keep putting on over and over.
That and Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh, dude. I have seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl like an ungodly amount of times. That is
Mr. Electric.
like watching that
I
now
love George
as like an
Lopez, Mr.
adult,
Electric.
or as much as an adult. Like, it is insane. That film is crazy.
So bizarre and just. But I think it's just like George Lopez, just like
I know.
he just really makes it because it's
Especially
like,
the
it's
execution
so-
scene
it's so
in that film was
psychotic.
insane.
That when he kills like his minions.
Yeah.
He's like sawing off their heads. And it's like, man, Disney really messed up with
Disney
this.
It
really
wasn't.
went off.
It wasn't Disney.
It wasn't Disney?
It was all made by the.
I don't remember who it was made
Tarantino?
by,
Yeah, there wasn't enough feed in it. No, all those movies are made by one guy on like a budget of nothing, and he's just able to do all of them.
It was such a bizarre.
He was
film.
He's actually a really good director.
And then like the
Made all
the
the Spy Kids.
tornado, and then it's like he's in the world, and then like it comes back, and they're back. The tornado's coming back again. And then he's like, Mr. Electric is in real life. Like it's just,
The
like,
ending
it
made
makes
no sense. Who's the director?
I like
And then like Lava Girl was actually real.
I like it when Mr. Electric's like no well George Lopez
Robert
as
Rodriguez. That's the director.
he's like a teacher, right? And he looks at his like electric self and he's like, that's me. Isn't that part?
Yeah.
Like he goes like, that's me. That's crazy. That's me.
Also, there's a
That's his
20%
reaction.
Rotten Tomatoes, which is fucked up.
20%.
It's not that
20%.
bad. It's not that bad.
I mean,
It's not good, but it's
critically,
not that bad.
okay. You have to grow up with it. Like, if you, I mean, as well as a
like,
33%
I watched
audience
it a couple
score.
years ago. It's not that bad. It doesn't compare to like the greats like Cars 2.
I
but-
think what saves it is
Exactly.
nostalgia because
100%.
like people won't criticize movies that are objectively not that great if they watched it when they were kids and it's like, oh well, I remember watching this
it would be
after
a bad movie
school.
without George Lopez. I think it'd be a bad movie without George Lopez. I think he's like
The Crutch? I don't think so. I think the little snot boy that goes, Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Incredible.
Send him. Oh, Mr.
Electric.
Mr. Uncanny. Send him to the Prince.
Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office right now.
Send him to the
have him
office
expelled.
and have him decapitated.
principal's office and have him expelled.
That's it. I like how he thinks he has that much power. He's like, have him expelled.
The Dream Journal.
Dream.
Dream. Yeah, then it has a young.
But no, like I said,
From-
Wolfman. Young Wolfman.
Yes, but what's his fucking name?
I
love
like
how
the
when I
Tin
get
Man.
on, I know-
like the Tin Man who's just the
Oh
head.
yeah, he goes, "I'm free."
Yeah,
And he flies off.
the what's it called? What's his name?
His name is like Helpbot, and he helps.
No,
with
he's
homework.
he's the giant from that one movie where he's like,
Jack and the Beanstalk.
you stay, I go, and he flies.
Oh, the Iron Giant?
Oh, Giant.
Yeah,
Freaking multiverse.
He's not. But he's not the Iron. No,
he's the Iron Giant. And he goes,
his head's
thanks
a-
for fixing me.
His
and he
head's a
flies
his
away.
head's a tin can. No, yeah, the guy goes, "I'm free," and he flies away.
It's literally because he's just like eyes and a nose and a mouth. That's it.
Yes, because he never finished him.
He looks like early renders of like VeggieTales characters.
Oh, that whole film! It looks like it was made on like a 1999
Blender.
fucking computer.
It's made in Blender.
It like is gross. Like they like fall into like like goop. They crash land into goop because they have to go to Dream Planner or whatever. And then it has a plot, but like it does. It's just them like fucking
But like-
around.
like I said,
no, they have to
it's-
find the Dream Journal because the little snot boy keeps changing everything.
Yeah, because he
He
like
goes brain blast.
He goes, no, he goes brain
No,
fart.
no, he goes no brains. It's brain storm. Yeah, then brain fart. His
And
head
then he like farts out of his brain. He goes, no, and he flies off into space.
no, his head gets big. He goes,
See, we're describing this movie and it exists, but it sounds like something that somebody would make up.
This
Like,
is a-
remember that
this-
movie about the guy who's his brain fart
This
and his
is like
head
the type of
flies
thing that
away?
we remember when we made up that like fake Darman video.
Oh yeah,
We made up a fake Darman video of like where it was like.
it was all of our, the thing is we were
Here, okay, I
it was
have
all
the
of our
plot
friends.
synopsis written down.
What is Darman?
You're fucking lying to me.
So Darman,
He
he's
makes
on YouTube.
epic
He makes
wholesome
these,
videos
like,
on.
He makes these like epic videos that are supposed to be like motivational messages.
It'll be like,
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
things such
Kid
as
streams
car
for-
mechanic tries to scam a woman, instantly regrets it.
yeah, it's like kid makes fun
Or
of Fortnite
kid-
streamer.
Kids make fun
featuring
of boy with
Sniper.
autism. They instantly regret it.
This
A
one's
lot
like-
of people will instantly regret stuff in
Oh yeah,
garbage
all
videos.
the videos are like, realtor does not want to get money.
Personally, I'm a big fan of the one where where it's like he's the kingpin of like this huge drug scandal, and then they like
Oh yeah.
walk in with the guns, and they like have like an epic.
They find
standoff.
out. Or what about the?
That was a bizarre
What
one.
was the basketball one? Was it?
Oh, gay don't play.
Yeah, the gay basketball one. The coach finds out like one of the players is gay. He's like, gay don't play.
Yeah, and he
That video
kicks
was-
him off the team because
Yeah,
he's
then
not allowed to.
he
'cause
then he
has, like,
joins
a
the
pride
enemy
flag,
team
he's
and
not allowed-
wins.
Yeah, they joins the enemy
The
team.
videos are crazy. They're just like, I feel like it's like brain rot.
It's like a. It's like a. What's
It has
called?
so much meaning that it becomes meaningless.
I'm gonna find the plot synopsis.
There's
'cause I
one which
have
is
it
like,
somewhere.
I don't know if it was a Darman, but it was like a different one. It was like it's like the husband's like Stephen Hawking, like in the wheelchair with like the voice thing, and like he catches the wife cheating, and the wife tries to like push him down the stairs to kill him.
Oh, here it is.
That was I don't know if that was Darman.
Is that real?
No, it was like a Darman ass. It was a Darman ass video.
No, I'm just saying like so someone made that video as like
Someone-
that's like
yeah.
the plot.
Yeah,
video?
like they're like, yeah, we're gonna have Stephen Hawking get pushed down a fucking
Okay,
staircase.
I found it. So the title was Hardcore Christian, Palestinian, Anti-Semitic, Homophobic, Racist Father Stops Gay Son from Playing Minecraft. Lives to regret it. Okay. So this is the summary of the plot.
Oh my god, I'm looking at the reflection through your
Christian-
glasses.
Christian Smith, who would have been played by Cade Kersner. He's the father.
Okay.
Right? He
Who
forces
is
his
who is
son-
gay himself, by the way.
Yeah. Jew Clay Goldberg.
Oh yeah, this is very.
That's the son,
You might want to
aka
bleep
Aiden
that
Mel,
out. That
right.
is
Well,
this is
okay,
unhinged. This is unhinged.
No.
27.
But it's relevant to the plot because Jew is Jewish, and that's part of that. So that's why we named him Jew.
You might,
Well, you
So he
named one guy
runs-
Christian.
Yeah,
So,
That's
yeah,
true.
And the father is Christian, so like he's a Christian, the son is Jew. That's why but he's Christian is Palestinian,
you can get one like
and
the-
he's anti-Semitic, right?
all the
Okay.
people
So,
that watched
okay,
it.
okay,
Like,
so he runs into Christian forces Jew to stop playing Minecraft, and he runs into Jew's boyfriend Siddharth. Siddharth Ramesh.
you're killing me right now.
Siddharth helps
This
Jew have a little
all
more
this means
confidence in
nothing to
himself
no one except us.
before time skipping to the next day and going to school. When Jew arrives at school and goes to lunch, he sits with his friends John Gotti, Bill Gates, Mahatma Gandhi, Jesus Christ, Siddharth, and Saddam Hussein.
Oh, yeah,
He discusses with them the events of the previous day, and his friends give him encouragement to follow his dream. Meanwhile, at the same time, Christian discusses with his wife Kareem what happened the previous day and how they should punish their son. His wife reveals in a shocking twist that she is actually also Jewish. She's mad at Christian
Shocking.
since he has come out as Palestinian, and she decides to leave him to return to the motherland of Israel. Christian then falls into a deep depression as his wife, who he trusted the most, was actually something he hated the most. He then swears against, you might want to bleep this, he then swears against all Jewish people and decides he'll go in an ethnic cleansing. Flash forward, and Jew is returning home from school. He sees someone lying on the street covered in dirt. He goes up to talk to him and informs that his name is George and he has been found at long last. But Jew doesn't know what this means. We come back to it later, though. Jew then invites George back to his home, and when he returns home, he sees Christian in an absolute frenzy after his wife betrayed him. He attempts to kill Jew for being Jewish, but Jew manages to call the police in time, and Christian is arrested. The day is saved, and Christian lives to regret it in jail. While in jail, Christian plots his ultimate revenge against the Jewish people and the Asians, because his son's boyfriend is Asian and he hates the gays. At the end, Jew changes his name to Clay due to PTSD from his father and begins his new Minecraft YouTube channel called Dream with his friend George, who goes by the name George Not Found, as a reference to the many years he spent alone on the streets. So it comes full circle, and it's actually Dream.
This just sounds like a Darman video.
I want to. This is a Darman ass video. I mean, that was the point.
I think
It's also
that plot twist.
incredibly just offensive for
Yeah,
no
but
reason.
I think that
Like Jew Goldstein or whatever. Just
Jew Goldberg.
Jew Goldberg. Like that's just like what Nazis would
Oh,
say.
wait, you were saying you were doing your impression earlier.
My what?
Your impression of Jew Goldstein.
Jew Goldstein.
You're
Yeah,
doing
we don't
good.
talk about that.
Do you want to repeat the impression you did earlier? You're doing a really good job. I think it sounded.
Oh, no.
Anyways,
The school's going to see this and we're like,
Anyways,
where are these
I think-
anti-Semitic?
I think that
Kanye's
was-
going to see this and be like, I am Adolf Hitler.
but
You might
honestly,
want to bleep half this out.
I think that plot twist of that he actually is Dream and like the George Trump. I think that might be the greatest thing I've ever.
we
come
wrote
up with.
that, what, 2019?
That was like two or 3 years ago now.
That's like
But
2019. That's insane.
I think that might honestly be the greatest plot twist I've ever come up with. Like
I
that was
forgot.
just, like-
Even I was shocked. I totally forgot he was Dream. The only right when you said George,
And then- but then-
you
but
said
then at the
George
end-
not found. That was the one time I was like, oh shit.
But then remember we were gonna have Aiden like don the Dream mask and like an epic reveal, and then
Yeah.
he's gonna be like facing the camera. He puts on the Dream mask and like swivels around. Hey guys, welcome back to another video.
And we
That's,
never
Dream's
made it.
intro, but we never got to make it. 'Cause
Yeah.
we never got everyone together. But it was good.
Because COVID started.
No, it was after. It was after COVID.
So
it
you
was
guys-
after I was. It was
COVID isn't
after it was
over.
after the Chattahoochee River incident
Oh yeah, the chat.
when we created it.
You
Yeah.
guys should pitch this video to Darman.
Yeah,
I think we should.
You could I wouldn't be
It
surprised.
has a
if
good
you
message.
change the names a little bit of
Less on the nose.
yeah, unless
Christian.
Jew.
Well, we couldn't make his name.
It's
Clay.
fine. I'm Jewish, by the way.
We
So this is
couldn't-
all fine.
We couldn't make his name Clay.
Sorry, you want to cut that out. You might just want to just put at some point.
Well, to be fair, like there's context here. We're not saying
We're not being
offensive. It's
anti-Semitic.
just-
Yeah, no, it's just like
the
it's just like
story is about somebody who is offensive.
Yeah.
yeah,
who is
it was
racist.
supposed to
Yeah.
be like super over the top
Like it's a satire on
on Darman
Darman's videos about how they're
Yeah.
super on the nose.
and like
almost like unrealistic.
pointless.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have to watch it. He literally has a video about this guy who's in the police force, and he's actually like also a drug lord, and he sells out people to get them arrested, like that they're the drug lords. But then one of the guys that he arrested figures out that he's actually the drug lord. So when he's framing, he knocks out his partner, and he's trying to frame him. He's putting the drugs on him, and the guy walks in with a gun. He's like, "Don't move."
Oh,
and
yeah.
He holds the gun up to him, and then like the police come in and they hold up the guns to the guy, and they're like, "You're under arrest." And then like actually the FBI comes in, and then they're like, "Well, actually this guy's the bad one." And then that one was just chaos.
Okay. What are the chances do you think that Darman will ever be enlisted to write an episode of NCIS?
I feel like he would make 10 times more money shitting out more. Lives to regret it. Sniper Wolf is there.
Oh, I forgot about the sniper.
Yeah, there's
one.
there's
He has
like
like 2 or 3 videos. of
girl
Sniper Wolf.
streamer gets made fun of at school for not being good at Fortnite.
Yeah.
Featuring Sniper Wolf.
Yeah, it's,
Sniper Wolf.
And then there's
she
one with,
like
FaZe
the
Rug.
girl's like, I want to be like Sniper Wolf. And it's just, and then like Sniper
Someone-
Wolf appears. He's like, well, kids don't bully, because it's like kids going like, this girl likes
You're
to
a girl,
play
you can't
Fortnite.
You're a girl. You can't play freaking games. You can't
Yeah.
play video games. That's for
Yeah.
boys.
It's for,
Only
like-
boys can play Fortnite on mobile.
I think I've seen that video. Like she like makes like an Avengers appearance, kind of like she's like oh
Yeah.
the whole team's here.
And then it does like the Disney Channel thing where they all start like cheering. At,
Yay,
Oh, hey,
we're
guys.
not sexist
The
anymore.
thing that I don't get is like, who is Darman's videos for?
Kids,
I mean,
who need,
I don't know,
kids who
but-
need some lessons, lessons in good
I don't know,
values.
but he gets like 5 million views per video.
For
so.
like,
because it's good. It's
what
good
is
programming.
like, what is Darman's audience? Like, genuine question.
Okay,
People who don't like Cars 2.
Like, do you think like it's like 50% like ironic? Joey loves Cars 2, by the way.
It's
I
the
don't
best.
think you're-
It's
I don't
the
think
best
he's
film
re-
ever made.
I don't think you
this
realize.
Is the coldest take of all time. Cars 2 is the best film ever.
I've been like thinking he's brought up Cars 2 multiple times this recording without you realizing.
no, I heard you said Cars 2 earlier. I was like, okay. No, Cars 2 is good. I don't think it's
Cars-
the best film ever.
What do
I
you
just saw
mean?
The Whale. I don't think Cars 2 stands up to The Whale.
Does the whale have
Does the whale have Finn McMissile? And
does the whale have Finn McMissile and Mater with a bomb strapped to him trying to blow up the Queen of England, who is a car?
And then the Queen's like, hold on, when the security tells
and
her
then
to
like
leave.
McQueen's like, no, Mater, you're the bomb.
and then, And then the queen's
I'm the bomb.
The queen's security is like, we need to leave. This is a threat. And she's like, hold on, I want to see where this goes.
There's a
What's-
lemon party
what's the guy's
reference. They have a
name?
lemon party reference.
Sir Axelrod.
Sir Axelrod.
He doesn't have a first
He's
name.
like,
How the fuck do you know this?
deactivate!
Because
and then the bomb
I've
turns
watched
off.
Cars 2 so many times.
How many times have you seen Cars 2?
At least like 10 times in my life.
Why?
It's
I
a
might have
good
seen it more than
movie.
No, it is not. It's fucking stupid.
You
No,
don't
it's
think
not.
about Sir Axelrod every night?
I love the part.
No.
I love the part where he starts leaking gas and then he blames it on Mater, and then like McQueen's like, "You're freaking embarrassing me, bro."
This is like the 8th time
what
you
about the
peed your
epic part where
pants.
he's like, he goes to the food bar in Japan. He's like, "Do not eat
Give me
the
some of that
pistachio ice cream."
Do
And it's,
not eat the pistachio ice cream.
and it's fucking with.
It has turned.
Maybe it is cinema. Is that his film? Cars 2 is a
Cars 2 is a film.
Cars 2 is cinema. That's what it is. It's cinema. I feel
Venom
like
is cinema.
Yeah,
I
feel
would
like
say-
you have movie, film, and then cinema. Cinema. What do we have up here? We have Venom.
Sir
Venom.
Axelrod.
Sir Axelrod in Cars 2. Like greatest villain in any film, by the way.
Yeah.
I will stand by that.
Like that
forever.
part when he
he's a
leaks-
better. Oh no, actually, Chick Hicks might be better. I love his.
Yo, the fact that he's
catchphrase,
not an actual.
Kachiga.
Oh, you cannot say that anymore.
You can't say that.
Ooh, don't repeat
Hey,
that.
Joey, that's their word, not yours. That's,
only the green cards can say that.
you actually want to cut that part out.
only the green cards can say that.
This is the Edge podcast.
We're the Southern Brothers. We say whatever comes to our mind. We're not afraid to say slurs. Okay, you go first.
No.
I mean, I'm just not saying it because you don't want to say it, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I think it's a pretty common opinion. I think it's a pretty common opinion that Cars 2 is the worst Pixar film, but all these people,
Worst?
I've never watched,
seen Cars. Is Cars 3 good? I've never seen it. Isn't
It was not bad. I think it was better than the first one, maybe.
haven't seen-
It's like at the same level.
Okay, wait.
I
hold
haven't
on.
seen Cars 3.
It's not bad.
Cinema.
It's
We gotta rank cinema. Okay, cinema. What do we have?
Cars
Venom, Cars 2.
2, Venom. What's something
Oh,
else?
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah.
Uh,
Spy Kids
all
2.
three, all
Kids
three
2.
Spy Kids, honestly.
No, only the one where
She lays an egg.
lays the
Yeah,
Okay, that means nothing to anybody.
I feel like that's the
I
best
think
part.
we leave it like that. I think we keep it like that.
Yeah,
We're the
Go
main.
back and watch Spy Kids 2.
She lays
with
an
the
egg.
girl who flies and
with the pigtails. Yeah, she
with
lays
the
an egg.
pigtails,
She lays a big
eggs.
greasy egg.
If you don't, believe- it's Mandela effect. It's a true story. She
Like
does lay eggs.
Berenstain Bears, she does lay an egg.
Yeah, dude. If you film, I have the special copy where she lays an egg.
No,
It's not a special copy. The special copy is the one where she doesn't lay the egg because that's not real. And everyone,
Yeah,
who,
it's so
everyone
true.
who,
My fault.
if anyone ever says that they watch Spy Kids 2 and the girl with the pigtails doesn't lay eggs, they're just lying to you.
Yeah.
She wants the redhead kid to sit on him.
Yeah,
Keep 'em
'cause
warm.
He needs to nest with them. To
Yeah.
keep them warm.
Yeah, exactly.
He-
Because they'll hatch
she's
into like the half bird, half person.
Yeah, because that's how she flies with their ponytails and everything. They're actually bird
She's
wings.
she's a bird person.
No, but at the beginning of the movie, they're in a nest, and she's like, oh, you're breaking up with me, and Judy's like, I just don't want to lay your eggs,
I know.
you know, and she's like, no, I love you. I want you to lay my eggs.
She forces the laying the eggs on someone else.
Yeah,
That was a weird part. Yeah,
I forgot she had that ability. I thought it was,
that was a weird.
Actually, no, I remember now.
Weird juxtaposition between like the first and the third one with the second. The second one's like weird. There's a lot of eggs in it.
yeah, no, I remember now though because like she used that power in the like the final fight because like
Yeah.
she was the bad guy.
Yeah.
And so like she used that power on,
And then she
on the
gets-
Spy Kids and she forced them to lay eggs so like it incapacitated them for the fight.
And then she gets
They
cleansed
were
by
prepared for the pain of egg birth. They're like, we're gonna have to do a C-section with this one.
This is literally the most like unhinged for like your average viewer of the Chillcast. This must be the most unhinged like audio.
This entire conversation means nothing.
What we're trying to say is in Spy Kids 2, the main character lays eggs.
No,
Just go back and
she's
watch.
not a main character.
Go back
She's a
and watch. She's the villain.
subplot.
She's
She
the
appears in
main
the third
villain.
one.
Just look up Spy Kids 2 laying eggs scene.
Yeah, look up Spy Kids
Spy
2,
Kids 2,
inflation.
Vor egg laying.
Yeah, please. Let's look up Vor.
Inflation.
Please,
Joe
okay.
Biden.
Everyone look up.
Joe Biden.
Girl with ponytails lays eggs and lives to regret it.
Yeah, That's the new star. No,
Bite
everyone,
inflation.
please
Just look up Spy Kids 2 bite inflation laying eggs.
Go on Google Images. Look up big blueberry girl lays eggs for.
Oh, the big blueberry girl from Willy Wonka the Chocolate Factory.
That was a weird movie.
When she blows the bubble gum and then she's turns into a
Segue,
giant
yes.
blueberry and the Oompa Loompas come. I was an Oompa Loompa in my school play in 4th grade.
Really?
Or in
Who was
third
the
grade.
who was the big
Third
who was the big blueberry girl?
I don't remember, but in 3rd grade I was an Oompa Loompa. I was like the lead Oompa Loompa. And then in 4th grade, in my school play, I was Shere Khan. And that was pretty epic. And
So he's a theater kid.
They threw, I don't know, there was like
What
this
about-
epic scene at the end, the epic
What
fight
about in
scene
like
with me
7th
and
grade when
Mowgli.
you were the big fat cat and Cats when they had cats?
Oh, yeah, when we did Cats, yeah. And I
Dude,
was...
Cats
it
was
the big
weird.
fat cat.
Was James Corden part
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
cast?
He
was
was
the James-
the main
no, he-
character.
You were the
he-
James
he was the
Corden
main
character?
I was like the subsidiary of James Corden's character because it was like a special modified version of Cats.
Yeah, to be
Like,
more-
James Corden was, he was in.
It was to
the
be
play
more
with us.
more for like kids. Our school had like, you know how like some schools like modify like plays so
Well, also
that they're
in 5th
PG,
grade.
at least PG.
So did you guys modify it for the school?
Cats? No, the
Yeah.
school did.
The
Okay.
school, yeah.
So when
And
we had
also in
when we
5th
had
grade.
Cats,
Also in 5th
I wasn't
grade.
in it, but
Yeah,
it was
you weren't
like
But
you had to
also
like
in
watch
5th
it.
grade, I played as Big Red Riding Hood, and I was like Little Red Riding Hood's brother, and she was like out, so I had to deliver the
No, they're
gifts
like, epic.
to grandma. And
What
then-
if we
and
had a
then-
story and flipped it
and
on
then
its
was-
head?
It was the,
But Cats
the
was weird.
wolf,
I think I
a
ca-
girl, because it was supposed to be like the gender roles reversed, and then I got to the grandma's house after the whole thing, and the wolf was actually the grandma, so we had an epic karate fight scene. It's pretty cool. That's a true story, by the way. I'm actually not lying. That is a real thing.
No,
that
this whole
I
thing
acted
like
in.
unironically is real. The Cats thing is real. 8th grade. What was the play for 8th grade?
The Scrooge,
Was it? Was there a Christmas
but
play?
like the DuckTales version.
Okay.
You guys had web feet.
Yeah, I was Scrooge McDuck, and because I'm such a great actor. I was Scrooge McDuck.
Joey was like weird. He was the lead role for a lot of plays,
I was Scrooge McDuck.
except in high school when he got sent to the back.
You want to hear my impression of Jim Carrey's Scrooge having a gun pulled on him?
Go.
hear it.
Go ahead.
Ready?
That joke was stolen from Oni Plays. That joke was stolen from Oni Plays. Everyone give it up. All 20 of you.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey fucking. Have you seen that video? Okay. Once again, another just like
featuring Oni
just
Plays.
shooting off. This is just for ADD people just speaking about nonsense out of nonsense. Have you seen
Okay,
the
but I wasn't lying about the Big Red Riding Hood thing. That was an actual thing that I like. acted.
Okay, yeah.
And
I mean,
had a
I didn't
karate
go
fight
to
scene.
elementary school.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know that. All I
That-
knew was you're in plays.
Yeah.
No, there's this video. It's Homer and Marge Simpson as Cupheads with Cuphead SpongeBob with
Cuphead
with King Dice
and
twerking.
King Dice.
The mammoth from My Sea Monsters, and he's like, "What he is? He is with Steve and Diamonds," and Oni plays in the background.
Yeah,
They
he keeps
laugh,
saying that
and he goes,
Cuphead
"Mickey
is-
Mouse, Mickey fucking Mouse."
He's saying that Cuphead is Mickey Mouse, and then he's talking about King Dice. He's Steve, and Marge goes, "No, Homer, that's King Dice. He's head of the Devil's Casino." And Homer Simpson goes, "No, that's Steve from Minecraft with
Steve and Diamonds.
diamonds."
He goes,
And-
"No, Homer."
No, Homer, you can't say that about King Dice. And then he keeps saying
He's like, "What is
And
this,
then-
Mickey Mouse? Mickey fucking Mouse."
And then King Dice like burns him, and then SpongeBob is just laughing the whole
Yeah,
time.
but it's Cuphead SpongeBob.
SpongeBob Cuphead.
Well, I think there's a classic second one where it's Peter
is not-
Griffin,
this is not a joke.
there's Peter Griffin, and he has the two Cuphead and Mugman, and there's Brian goes, "No, Peter, stop! That is Mugman from Cuphead."
This sounds like
you can't drink out of
Yeah,
them.
that's fierce porcelain will hit you with a special attack.
This
And there's a big Steve King Dice going at the top as just and then there's Oni Plays laughter. You think I'm lying?
No, I believe you. This sounds like content farm stuff.
It does. That's what it feels like.
Where it's like, like Spider-Man and Elsa being dipped into into vats of
But,
paint.
What the fuck was that video? The fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks FGT.
Oh my god, that doesn't
fucking-
exist anymore.
No.
Alvin Almighty.
No, there's this content farm of just That wasn't content farm. That was like a toy unboxing for infants.
Yeah, it was like, and there was this one video, it was like Alvin the Chipmunks, like FGT, Bendy and the Ink Machine,
Boss Baby.
Boss Baby, like this was the title of the video, by the way.
Just
How long have we been recording for?
content farm is awesome. I found a bunch of like Among Us Squid Game like videos, and it's AI generated 100% because like they just have a bunch of random shit that they just pump out.
Squid Game is freaking epic.
I have a confession to make about like the whole like Among Us humor, like the memes and whatnot. I feel really guilty about this, but like whenever I see that stuff, I still like laugh. Like I think it's like instinctual, you know.
Some of it like
Sometimes it catches me off guard because it's like it's not popular anymore, so it's actually funny.
It's
when
like
you see it.
Yeah.
like
It's like when you see like when you're watching a video and it's supposed to be like a good example is like those like random videos where it's a compilation of a bunch of it's like over edited and there's like so many different clips like famous clips in it and it's just like there's no punchline. It's just like oh he needs some milk and then then they like add in like a bunch of overlays of different videos like the no background 3D car crash overlay.
I really like
and all that stuff. And then,
really
and then
like this one, though.
See, I'll be watching those videos, and then it'll like in the middle of nowhere, it'll just show like a 3D Among Us character like twerking.
Yeah.
And like it always catches me off guard.
I like this one, the Chinese Among Us.
Oh my god.
the gong is the best part.
Oh
Among Us was such a. It's one of the loops. It's one of the
so
full
good.
circles. Where it
I
starts off
Funny.
unironic, and then it hits that irony
Funny.
part.
And then it's
Yeah, it becomes like painfully unfunny, and it becomes funny again. Like I feel like we're gonna hit like a ironic like Morbius. Because he had Morbius,
Well,
which is
Morbius was like always ironic, and it was
like,
never really
yeah,
funny.
but like
Mr. Incredible Uncanny.
Mr. Incredible
is
is
the
perfect.
example because
Oh, now I
it
see
was
what you're
kind of funny at the start. I wasn't a big fan of it, and then it was just unfunny because it was so overused. And then these like shitty content.
It's
farm
when
channels
it becomes meta. It has to become meta.
No, the shitty content farm channels are the reason that it became meta because they were like Mr. Incredible reacts to your house and then Super Gaming
Yeah,
House.
the super gaming house getting torn down by the tractor and it's
Yeah.
like spooky face.
Yeah, and then when those started popping up and then people started using that like as an ironic meme, then it's been funny ever since.
I
Yeah.
like just like I don't know, the template's really funny to me because like I still like I'm a Lego enthusiast, you know.
I need to bring the Lego Death Star. We can do that.
Oh,
He has a Lego Death Star. We all three could do it.
Yes, please. That sounds fun. No, but there's this video where it's like, oh,
I don't know how big
when
it
you have
Put in your trunk.
when you have this specific Lego minifigure and it's like it shows like Mr. Incredible, he's like smiling, and then it comes to the next one. It's like when you have this one but the helmet's missing. When you have this one, da 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 dun da da da. Just gets worse.
But it's like it'll be like
Dum, dum, dum.
someone talking shit about the meme format, and someone reply like, "Hits you with the Mr. Uncanny Beam." It's like shit like that. It's hilarious.
Oh gosh, Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Incredible.
The Incredibles.
Mr.
That's
Uncanny.
another film, I think. Compared,
The
yeah.
Incredibles one was
You're
good.
saying that Incredible is not
The
cinema?
Incredibles 2 was not.
Incredibles 2 sucked. Well, it didn't suck. I didn't like it that much.
I didn't like it.
I haven't seen it.
Really.
I don't know why I haven't seen it. Yet.
It's okay. The mom is, of
There haven't
course,
been a lot of
thicker than a
good
Snicker.
animated movies recently. That's why I want to see new Puss in Boots. 'Cause I've heard it's
I've seen
great.
probably 75% of Puss in Boots through TikTok clips. It is insane. I've seen the thing
My
that's
brother told me he watched the whole movie through this one account that just posted
Oh, yeah.
the entire movie on TikTok.
it sucks.
amazing.
No, I know. I've seen the ending multiple times, which is the ending's really good. I've seen like the beginning. No, yeah, I've
And
basically
Lumia
seen
said
the
it was
entire
good,
part.
so that's how you know it's
It's-
probably good because Lumia never says anything's good.
Yeah, he hates whipped cream.
And he's also likes to watch paint dry. So.
Yeah, it's another friend we have. Another thing that means nothing to no one except us.
Cool.
All you need to know is he likes watching paint dry.
Yeah, he
I think that's
loves.
his favorite pastime.
It's like, you know that picture of like SpongeBob and Patrick with their eyes just like glazed over and they're really big and they're
Yeah.
staring. That's him like 8 hours of the day just staring at paint drying layer after layer.
Yeah, he one thing he does is he'll just paint his walls over again, just to watch the paint dry.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know,
I feel like he
likes
gets
to watch
off to it. He gets off to it.
Sometimes he likes to look up paint drying compilations on
Yeah.
YouTube, but sometimes you got to see it in the
He likes
flesh.
watching other liquids dry too, but yeah.
Mainly paint.
Real quick, I want to talk about my experience seeing The Whale.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm not even going to discuss the film because I don't want to spoil it. I want people to see it. But I get to the theater and there's no one there. I'm like, oh sweet, it's gonna be just me. And then people get there. I'm like, dang, okay, whatever. But there's like this like
That's like
older
Bubba's
couple.
Honesty.
There's this older couple in front of me, and they keep like after every trailer they go, not seeing that one.
Well, yeah, because
Not
all like
seeing that one.
it's all like the artsy fartsy films.
Yeah.
All the A24. Like, did you see the trailer for the one that's like my water keeps getting shut off? Turn my water off.
Yeah, but I like
don't drink from that
I
cup.
like artsy fartsy films. Like I like A24 films. So, but the thing is, it's not the problem. Like, it's your opinion, whatever. But like they just kept like talking and critiquing like the trailers. I'm like, shut up.
That's where I get. I don't go out to watch movies a lot. So
But they kept going like huh, you can see that one without me, hun. I'm not seeing that one. Oh, you can see that one without me. I'm not. Oh, not that one. And then one time, the John Wick trailer was playing. Okay, and I'm like, oh sweet, I can't wait for this movie, right? And then after the trailer ends, the wife mid.
They're like, dude, that's the guy from Fortnite.
No, they got the lady in front of me. She's like, that guy talks like he's special needs. And I was like, whoa, what? Like, did you
Hey,
just say that? I'm like,
you know what?
She,
You know what?
I wish I
You
was
know what?
there.
she
I-
was
at
like
le-
in
at
her
least they-
50s.
at least they were nice about it. They were like, that guy's a fucking special needs.
But
He shouldn't be in that movie.
I think I brought it up when the
At least they
movie
were nice about it.
when like screen cut black. Was everyone still in their seat?
Yeah.
That's for us. That's how it was.
Well, no.
'Cause it's like you don't know when it's ended or not.
Yeah. Well, no, the thing is, they weren't the only problem. Like, I still really enjoyed the movie. I highly recommend it. But the experience was kind of a little bit tainted for me because not only were they like, playing film critic in front of me, but this group of people next to me during the film, they would like, after something happened, they'd be like, oh my gosh, that's so-and-so. Or, oh my gosh, that means that this is this.
Were they going? Oh my god, that's a girl from Chrissy Wake Up Show, Stranger Things.
No, or they'd be like, wait, guys, I think Brendan Fraser's not actually this big in real life.
That was my dad was like, you gained a lot of weight for that role.
No,
they teach
but-
those
Also,
apes
Chrissy
to
Wake
play.
Up's another meme that's like,
No, but after every revelation, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, that's his daughter!" Like, stop talking! Oh my gosh, it was so frustrating. And then the person
never went
next
to
to me
any,
on
like-
the left was sleeping the entire film. So you got film critics, you got the ladies like explaining every plot point to me, and then you have this person like. I'm like, why
Let's
did
see
you
a
get?
movie to go to
okay,
sleep.
that's the one thing I like have. I never go out to see movies. Very rarely. The last movie I went to see was the fucking Minions movie. It's gonna be all children anyways.
A true film.
A true film. Yeah, we went to IHOP and we got the Minions pancakes. They sucked, by the way. If you got the Minions pancakes, I feel sorry for you.
Did the minions show up at the window and knock and try to get in? And
They
did the
did.
wait?
They go
did the-
banana.
They
did the
did
wait-
actually.
and did the
They
waitress-
actually,
And then they drove away in, like, their Ford
They
F-150
didn't come up to us, but they held
or
another
Kia
table at
Sorento.
gunpoint because
Yeah.
they really wanted the banana pudding.
Did they knock on the
Mm.
window and did the waitress kind of like smile like in a charming way and then
No,
and then
actually,
it ended?
Did
no.
they go
when
blush
when
red
they
and
came
go,
up to the
"Oh."
window, the employees like started panicking. Like they,
Yeah.
They,
Oh my gosh, there are minions and they're real.
They started banging on the windows. They're like,
no, they like ran, and I heard a bunch of stuff in the back, like they were like shutting the freezers and stuff. So I think they were trying to like hide the bananas,
yeah.
because
Feral.
that's a serious problem. How they can't
Banana.
sell those Baba banana pancakes if the minions get to them.
Okay,
They
wait.
suck, by the way.
Genuine question. Did the Minions really, like, them liking bananas, was that ever, like, a plot point?
Not
Not really.
It was just that one Minion song they were saying, they sing
That one song,
Barbara
ba,
Ann,
ba,
but they say it as
ba, ba,
banana.
ba, da, da.
Because they're little disabled little Tic Tacs.
Tic Tacs. No, I think
They were
'cause in
trying
the
to
first
Tic
film,
Tacs.
in the first film they were just like they made
Oh
no
no, I
reference
think it
to
was a
banana.
plot point in the second one because when the guy, whatever his name was, El Macho, when he was turning them evil, and he was like luring them with the bananas.
Oh
Was it?
yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Oh, how did they turn? They turned.
He was turning them purple.
Yeah, but with
And they were,
what?
like, turning-
He
was
had,
the
like,
hot
this-
sauce?
He injects
serum.
them. He injects them with purple juice.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
it turns
Purple
them
drink.
purple. But then if you inject them with red juice, it turns them yellow.
Wait, was it red? I thought they just like
Do
get.
not ask
I
me
thought they
what they were
get.
doing
Co-
from
I, get
1939 to
I
1945.
thought they got coaxed. I forget how they get saved. Was it?
That they accept Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
No, Dr. Nefario. The fact that I remember his name makes me laugh. But
the fart
I like
gun,
when he
bro.
does the epic fart gun.
oh, I said dart bomb, not fart gun.
You're lying. That's not a joke that they say.
The first one, no. What was it called? Like he's like, yeah. No, he's like
Cookie robot?
no. Cookie
I said
robots.
cookie robots, not boogie robots.
No. He goes.
A dozen boogie robots.
He goes. Dr.
And they all start dancing to what you should be. Were they dancing to You Should Be Dancing?
You should be dancing.
They were dancing to something. I know that was at the end of the movie.
No. Dr. Mario makes a fart gun, and then Steve Carell as Gru says, "I said dart gun, not fart gun." And then they fart. They shoot the fart gun, and
And then the dude falls over because it smells bad.
Yeah, he dies. Because
He fucking dies.
that was Smith. Because there's Kevin, Bob, and Larry. I
There's
think.
no Smith.
So Smith, he was not in the second film, so he had to have died, right?
Do you think it was
We're
that
getting
complicated?
deep into the.
Do you think
Despicable
the
Me
fart gun's like actually like a cancer gun? He has cancer now.
The cancer gun.
Cancer ray.
Oh,
I've
great. Anyway,
Well, I mean,
we
I-
started with Minions and we ended with Minions.
We did. Okay, now we got Despicable Me 1 Cinema.
Yeah.
And
Eminem, Venom, Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Cars 2, Chicken Run now, or not Chicken,
Chicken Run.
Chicken Little. Same. No, yeah, Chicken Run 2.
Chicken Run.
Oh, no, what's the one? Freebird. Freebird's the one where it's like handle.
we're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu.
They're like,
That's right.
they're like handle your cocks. There's a promotion for that film where it says handle your cocks.
I just love when he turns the camera. That's right. We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys
We give
off the menu.
we give the Pilgrims and the Native Americans pizza, and so they eat pizza. That film looked like a straight to DVD
Freebirds.
movie as soon as it came out.
Did
Like, I
you
knew
ever
it
see
was.
that film?
No, because I was like, that's not a real film. That can't be real.
When did that movie come out?
I'm pretty sure it's kind of recent.
No, it's not.
No, it had to have come out like 2012 or something.
That's like a 20 like. Yeah,
That's like a straight to Redbox
that's like a
2012.
oh
movie.
shit, the red
It
box.
was 2013. So Freebirds is now 10 years old. Or 10 years old November 1st.
Dang.
Hey.
I hope they bring it back to the theater for a second run,
I know.
like
I
they do with
agree.
like
Like they
Titanic
did
and
with-
Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Like they did with Morbius. Because it's such a freaking wholesome.
Do you think seeing movies ironically is a good thing, or are you part of the problem? Because like the
I
Emoji
think-
Movie, for example, a lot of people saw that
The Emoji Movie
ironically.
is terrible.
People saw that ironically as a joke, like, "Oh my gosh, this movie is so bad."
But that means they're putting out more funny movies.
that means they're putting in money, so that movie, so the people that at like the boardrooms, will be like, "Oh, this movie made a lot of money. We should make another."
But who wouldn't want to see
yeah,
the
like-
Emoji Movie too? I can't even say it. It's such a. How did they even fucking go back in time?
They use the turkey time travel device.
How?
They rewire.
only the turkeys can
They
use
rewire a microwave and turn it into.
You're lying.
I've never seen the film.
I-
You already
I-
know this. I haven't seen
I
it.
don't
I
know.
know.
actually.
I was about to
I
say.
don't know actually. I just know that it has Owen Wilson.
We're going back. I remember Chicken Run. Chicken Run's like a similar thing, but they escape.
Chicken Run is great. It's claymation and it's charming.
All those
love
people.
that
I
movie.
like. I remember growing up with the Wallace and Gromit movie. Turns to a
I watched Chicken.
The
whenever-
wear hair.
Whenever my art teacher didn't want to have to like she didn't do this often, but when she was just like I don't really want to teach today, we watched Chicken Run in elementary school. We'd watch Chicken Run if my art teacher didn't want to teach that day.
Teacher does not want to do their job. Let's watch a movie.
All right, guys, we're watching the film. It's a documentary. It's called Chicken Run.
Hello, we're watching Chicken Run today.
Today we're gonna be watching some freaking
We're gonna be going back in time.
To get weed off the menu. Ew, epic weed for 20.
That's
weed every
that's
day.
Freebird featuring fucking
Snoop Dogg.
no. Who's the guy that likes is getting his car broken into? He smokes weed. Yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen. We need,
Donkey Kong. That was also
Yeah.
he referenced his Donkey Kong.
we need
performance.
Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, all the gang to come to make a Freebird where they have to get weed on the
Can
menu.
we make a Freebird remake, but with Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Kevin Hart?
Oh my God, that's the worst thing you've ever said. I'm
That's
not
you know what,
kidding.
Joey. That's the best thing you ever said.
Devil's advocate. You're like, actually, I love that you said that. Last podcast. I was talking about how much I hate when they have animated movies with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. And, well, I didn't say Kevin Hart, but I also hate it when they just like, let's just slam in these actors.
Kevin Hart.
because-
Well, but Dwayne the Rock Johnson and
Small.
Kevin Hart, they're like the dynamic duo. They were in Red Notice.
Oh my God! Have you seen the film Red? Kevin Hart was in Red Notice.
I don't think he was.
With Dwayne the Cock Johnson,
we can
Gal
just act like
Dildo, and
Dude,
Ryan
that was
Gaynolds.
Dude,
Anals.
those were great.
Have you ever seen Red Notice?
Shopping that?
No, the Crucible featuring the Crucible gay parody.
No, Red Notice
John
is one of the
Cocker.
worst films I've ever seen.
What?
It is the Red
Red
Notice.
Notice,
It's
yeah.
it's like straight to Netflix movie.
Oh, I
Netflix
saw-
original.
I saw one clip where Ryan Reynolds is in like a prison shower and he's like, "This soap's great," and that's like the joke because he really likes the soap.
Yeah, they like escape. Shitty twist. You know, I'm gonna spoil it right now because fuck you guys. No one's gonna watch it. Dwayne the Rock Johnson is actually in love with Gal Gadot, and it's a big twist at the end. But Ryan Reynolds escaped.
When you said
Then they fucking come back and set up a second movie at the end.
And then they go back in time and take turkey off the menu.
No, but when you said the gay names, all I could think of was the fucking
Oh, yeah.
Crucible gay parody.
It was John
John
Cocker
Cocker, Reverend Impale.
in anal.
Reverend Impale, and I don't remember.
That
any
was
of their
really
names.
it.
But that was really it. But The Crucible, great film, has Daniel Day-Lewis as John Proctor.
Do you ever have to watch The Crucible in like junior year of high school?
In my AP Lang class, we were reading The Crucible, and we watched the film after we read the book. And
defense an attack on the court?
I wave at everyone that walks by. Everyone just laughs.
like,
Why are they so rude? I'm gonna kill them. Sorry, cut that out.
sorry. Anyway, no, but we watched the film, and it was just like really funny because like of how absurd, like how quickly like that guy walked by a stack of wood and it fell over. He's a warlock. We need to arrest him. I know it's
kill
like
him.
I just think it's really funny, like because we were at that point we were just laughing at all the drama because it's like so absurd and pretty accurate. Honestly,
I'm
it's
gonna be
accurate, but
real.
it's-
I slept through The Crucible. It would always be after lunch, and so I get really,
Remember the
really
Reverend Hill edit?
sleepy. So I would sleep. I only watched the ending, but I would sleep during it.
my favorite book that I read in high school has to be Frankenstein, 100%.
I've never
I
seen
read
Frankenstein.
No, I read it.
I've never read it.
It's
I know the whole plot is like,
Yeah.
don't judge a book by its cover.
no, well, it's. I would hope it's more than that, but it's I think it's my favorite just because of how like it's told through multiple perspectives, and I just like the idea. I don't know, like erase like the stereotypical image of Frankenstein's monster,
the big bolts
from your
and the
friend,
scar.
from your mind. Like erase that like green like monstrosity. Like, just think about like
Roadhog.
someone who's like literally created and they're like deformed and everything, and they have like a kind soul, and they're like, sitting in this house hiding from this family, but he like every day he's like learning about them and learning language from them, and it's my favorite book, honestly. Probably my favorite book.
Honestly,
Now that I think about it.
I'm trying to think. I think I only actually, like, not counting like the Shakespeare plays and all that, like we read in class. I think the only book that I read in all of high school was Black Hawk Down because it was required reading. We had to like pick a book out of like its selection, and I picked that. And I don't remember anything about it. I just remember that I left it at home on the day we were supposed to bring it back, and then I forgot to bring it back. So I just have a copy of Black Hawk Down. That is my.
That's me.
teacher's
That's me with the.
sitting
I have
on
a
the
copy from 7th grade of The Giver. That just sits in my closet.
But I don't know. I used to read books a lot, and I just don't read anything anymore. It's like
Books.
I think one of my professors made a really good point. Like we were talking about like medical advice online, like how people get medical advice online, and people was like, she's like, how often do you say to someone, "Oh, I read this thing the other day," but you're actually just saying that you're actually just referencing something you got from a TikTok. But you say,
Yeah.
"I read this thing," but like, no, you just watched this thing, and it's like 2 seconds long. And it's
I
like,
didn't get a
I
lot of
just say
information.
like I
from TikTok.
heard, like I heard about this fact from TikTok. That
I
giant, you
don't-
know, giants are real. They killed the guy exposing giants. You know that?
Giants are real.
Giants are real.
Giants
On
are
Tik,
real.
oh no, on TikTok, there's this
I know.
guy.
I know. You
There's
showed
this
me.
guy that's showing this mountain. There's fucking. There's giant. There was a giant. He's like,
There's a
dude, that's a
giant."
giant.
And
And
then
then
the
the guy
government killed him.
died. The guy.
government
There's an
killed him.
obituary for the guy that made the post. The guy
Government
died.
killed
And
him.
then if you look at the mountain, there's like a building there, but the building was constructed by the government to show that it's actually not a giant. But there is giants are real, and the CIA killed the guy. Giants are real.
This is just like Shadow Prez, to be
Yeah.
honest. Do you know what Shadow Prez?
DJT is in control this entire time. Sleepy
yeah,
Joe
the
Biden.
Shadow Prez.
Joe
It's,
Biden.
it's that there was a silent coup of the American government, and Joe Biden is actually the figurehead, but Donald Trump is running the government from the background.
That's true.
That's a true story.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you guys for watching. What a way to end it.
Look it up. It's a great theory. It's not all fortune. I promise.
You know what? You guys know what we all gotta say to end it.
I don't know what we got.
3, 2, 1. Fedoras are awesome.
Do you want me to cut it here?
No. Just
Keep
keep
rolling.
it for a
Keep
second.
rolling. And scene.
Okay, and then cut it like 3 seconds after that.
No, they cut after No, they cut after this. It's the worst ending of all time. What a fucking insane episode.